After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
What's going on, guys? I'm Blade Phoenix here. Today we're going to look at a one-on-one with Kamala and Tim Walz.
I talk about it being halftime in America. We're a touchdown down, and I kind of like the idea of being a little bit behind.
Well, I'm looking at Coach Walz right now. I'm looking at Coach Walz.
I have white guy tacos and
What is
like
that?
black,
Like mayonnaise and tuna? What are you doing?
pretty much ground beef and cheese.
That's
and,
okay. Do you put any flavor in it?
No.
Oh.
Here's the deal. No, they said to be careful and let her know this, that black pepper is the top of the spice level in Minnesota.
So as we can see here, this is pretty much the conversation of white people don't season their food that they're doing. It's pretty much like a skit. And to tell you the truth, listen, I could listen to Trump talk for 2 hours, but with these two, I don't think I'm gonna make it.
You know.
I'm the first vice president, I believe, who has ever grown chili peppers.
I'm trying to expand my food knowledge.
You know what? We've got some cantaloupes. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, I
I
called
was
you,
hoping maybe
Tim.
we wouldn't have to.
I called you, Tim.
Yes.
You didn't answer, Tim.
I know.
What happened?
The most important call of my life. It popped up, and we didn't recognize the caller ID, and it went to voicemail.
Hi, this is Tim. I'm not able to answer.
There you go.
And so, as we can see, he's trying to prove how white he is, and she's trying to prove how black/Caribbean she is.
Responsible. Thank you.
Hey, Tim, it's Kamala. I really want to talk to you.
It is an amazing privilege for me. Also, I'm excited. I just want to be part of the excitement that you're generating.
Well, we're
So
doing it together, buddy.
It's fun.
We're doing it together. How have these last couple of days been for you?
I can see where the energy comes. America is a hopeful country.
Indeed.
People are excited.
What's your relationship to music?
Yeah. For me, the transformational piece of music was Bruce Springsteen's The River,
Okay.
which is a journey. You know all the tracks,
Yeah.
and I'm that guy. My first car, it's the summer 1980, been saving up. I buy a 1973 orange Chevy Camaro, got an 8-track player in it.
Oh, wow.
Previous owner left Bob Seger's Night Moves in there. I listened to it, and it's kind of the soundtrack of my life of Detroit's own Bob Seger. But what's really great about this is I have a 79 International as my car. It's got an 8-track player in it. I have the very 8-track to this day.
You're kidding
No,
me.
and no, but how about
She doesn't care. You can just see she could care less. And I would even say she was hoping that he just named a ton of black artists.
you?
I grew up, so all these albums here, I mean, Aretha. My mother had every Aretha album, and like our Christmas gift to my mother, her birthday gift was always like, what's the latest Aretha Franklin record?
So it's on vinyl in your house as a
all of it.
Wow.
All that and Stevie. And then Miles, and my dad loved jazz, and so it was Miles, it was Coltrane. One of my personal favorite musicians for when I was younger was Prince.
Oh.
And of course from your estate.
Yeah.
And he, in fact, I'll tell you, so my husband Doug and I'm more of a hip hop girl.
Yeah.
He's more of Depeche Mode.
Oh,
So definitely she was going for the blackest artists, and she was hoping Tim Walz, I guess, named the same or similar artists. But yeah, she can definitely see his answers are very boring.
yeah. Oh, but at the same
but
time,
I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah,
you
no,
and
no,
he
of
like
course,
the same music.
of course.
But Prince, in the Venn diagram of things, Prince, he and I love the same, because talk about how Prince was with that guitar, man. I almost know by heart every one of those songs.
I feel like a trip to Paisley Park is going to happen here if the staff
it's on my bucket list, I'll
good,
tell you
good.
that. Tell me about your dad and his influence on you.
Yeah.
He served our country. You have served for our country for so many years.
Yeah. I was 19. My little brother, I think, was eight or nine when he passed. He was a chain smoker. Just addicted. They got it, but Korean War era, and
So of course she picked Prince, him being from Minnesota and her VP being from Minnesota. It's supposed to be a meant to be moment, I guess.
that generation of men, pretty stoic. After he died, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. She became our rock, and now she had to go out and get work because the medical bills broke her. And Social Security and Social Security survivor benefits. We're fine pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps. We had no boots. That's the boots.
And it's survival,
We paid
literally.
it back. It is survival. We all paid it back. So programs that are just fundamental to keeping people from dropping into poverty, but to live with dignity. You keep talking about that.
We got to help people get through a hard time. We can't have a country and policies that let people fall through the cracks.
Yeah.
I love what you have done with your life. You were coaching a high school football team that was winless.
Yes.
And you came in, and so they were clearly the underdogs.
And it's
what happened?
Yeah, it's a team, and I had
So, as we can imagine, this one-on-one conversation is just filled with information about them that no one cares about. There is not a specific policy or anything that's going to give the American people a choice to fully know why they would support or not support her. And it's also funny that they got to reserve this time for this interview, but it's been 3 weeks and change since she has spoken or given a real interview to the media.
great coaches with me, and we were friends, and we buckled down. And look, I was a fairly big school, but nobody wanted to play because they hadn't won. And this group of coaches said, first and foremost, we gotta build the team. We gotta go out and find people. So we invited them in. And I'll be honest, the first year we did not score a touchdown until the last game of the year. We got shut out in every game. My high score until the final game was my defensive tackle because we got a safety in one game. 2 years later, those kids won a state championship. That school has won several more since then after we left. You build culture, you build winning. People want to be a part of it. And that's the excitement. That's the excitement of what it can be.
That's how I feel about our campaign.
Yeah.
Our campaign is the underdog campaign.
Oh, yeah.
And with our
Once again, policy brought up, don't go specific on policy. Go straight to his personal life.
joy, we also have to understand that we're still up against some forces
Yes.
that are trying to divide our country. It pains me the kind of division and the stoking of divisions that has taken place,
Yes.
right? And when we can remind people and create a space for everyone to come where they see each other
That's
and
the
say,
magic.
hey, you
They're-
know,
they're
we're all
getting-
in this together.
It almost feels like everybody's coming out of their house after a blizzard and, a Minnesota reference, and you shovel out, and then you start talking to your neighbors.
Yeah.
How was it the last couple days or whatever it might be? They're re-energizing, and they're looking for their neighbors. We keep saying,
That's
keep talking
right.
about the promise of America.
But anyway, guys, I'm gonna spare the time because the interview says nothing, does nothing specific from start to finish. It's pretty much them just gushing over each other and dancing around the conversation of policy. Just wanted to expose how clueless these people are and how they can't read the room. These people are super jolly, happy, laughing, smiling, as if it's a good time because they're in position to run for office, when in reality the world is literally on fire with so much things that needs to be fixed, but especially Kamala's parading around like she has no power yet or no influence, and expect that once she's voted in, then there could be some mass change that needs to happen. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm Blade Phoenix. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Over and out.
See the colors waving high. Red, white, blue up in the sky.